Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Sunrise Yoga this Thursday morning. I recorded the class, so you will be able to take it whenever you would like. This class is the perfect way to wake up, to start to work the body, to just come into ourselves, to take all that mind chatter, mind noise, and push it away, and just let it go, and come into this very moment, and begin to acknowledge the body, begin to take care. So in today's practice, we will be working with a block. If you have one, if you don't have a block, just grab a blanket, a towel, roll it up. It will do the same thing. It will serve the same purpose. So we will begin lying on our backs in our bridge pose. So come on down. Moving nice and slow, it's early in the morning. Taking our blocks, we walk our feet in towards the hips, pressing the feet down. We'll lift our hips up, and either having the block the shortest or the second medium height. We will slide it underneath and we'll place it in a spot where it's comfortable. We want it to be right below the back, right above the bottom. Once we arrive here, we just want to get comfortable. Allowing the weight of the body to fall into the block, into the earth. Start to feel the energy flowing the opposite direction. Really enjoying this bridge pose, feeling the support of our block or our towel. Start to lift the right knee off of the right foot off of the mat, the knee coming up into the chest. And then we'll just open the left thigh out. We can grab a hold of that knee. And start to extend that left leg nice and long. The more that we press that left leg down, the more of a stretch we'll feel in the hip. I'm taking some small rolls of my ankle, just waking up the bottom half of the leg. And start to lift the left leg back up, switching knees, grabbing a hold of the left knee, making sure that our block has not shifted, and opening the right leg out into a half butterfly pose. Extend that leg out nice and long. Really pressing the heel of the right foot down. Right leg heavy. The more we press that leg down, the longer stretch we feel in the front right side. Take some small rolls at the ankle. Deep breath. Draw the left knee, the right knee back in towards the chest. Relaxing both hips down on the block. Send the right leg out long. And the left. Allowing the palms to lift up towards the sky. Keeping the core still engaged here, so not letting everything splay out, but trying to keep the core engaged. Just letting the block do work down here on the hips. Draw the right knee in, and the left. And we'll just press both feet up towards the sky. Start to bend the knees, lowering the feet back down to the mat, coming back to our restorative bridge pose. We'll lift the hips, nice and easy, pressing the feet down into the mat. We'll grab the block from underneath us and remove it, lowering down slowly, inch by inch until our spine is flat against the mat. Nice. Let's take both knees over to the right side. Shifting the knees through center and to the left. to center. Knees coming into the chest. Grab onto the legs. Rock side to side. Massage in that lower back. And then we'll rock our way up to a seated position. Massaging through the spine, staying curved through the upper and lower back. We'll cross the legs and make our way to tabletop. Aligning hips and knees, shoulders and wrists. Pressing away from the mat. Neck nice and long. Drop the belly, coming into our cow pose. Taking a deep inhale as we look forward. And pressing away. Exhaling, looking towards the belly button. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhale. And exhale. Taking 2 more sets on our own. See if we can go any further on our last round. Bending our way back to our long spine. We'll start to engage the core as we press the tops of the feet down and let the knees hover off the mat. Thinking of squeezing hands toward the knees, engaging that core. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. Lowering the knees, coming back to our neutral spine. We'll extend that right leg behind us. You can rock a few times, stretching out to the back of the right leg. And then we'll find center and let that leg hover. So in line with the hips, trying to suck in through that middle belly so we don't have any kind of arching. A nice long spine. Squeezing that leg up, pinky toe drawing down. We'll start to reach the left arm forward, thumb towards the sky. Staying aware of the engagement of the core. We're here for 3, for 2, and 1. Lowering that hand and lowering the knee. We'll drop the belly, cow pose. Inhaling. And exhale. Coming back to neutral. We'll send that left leg out behind us, keeping the toe tucked. We'll rock a few times forward and back, opening up the back of that leg. And finding center, we'll let that left leg hover. So lifting up. And this is a full body movement. So from head to heel, we're nice and long, lifted. Pinky toe drawing down. Inhaling and letting that right hand hover if we feel ready. Thumb towards the sky as if we're shaking someone's hand. Continuing to draw up and in with the belly. We're here for 3. Keep squeezing. 2. Keep squeezing. 1. Drop that right hand. Drop the knee. Opening the knees nice and wide. Toes coming together. We'll sit our hips back for an extended child's pose. Allowing the belly to hang here, to let go of the engagement for a moment and just release. We'll press the hands down. Start to lift all the way up. Walk the knees underneath the hips. Keeping the hands where they are, slightly in front of the shoulders. We'll tuck the toes and start to lift the hips up to downward facing dog. And we get freedom here in our first down dog to bend the knees and pedal the feet. Take any rocking, swing, bending movements here. Really opening up all those tight areas of the body that have been still for the time that we have been sleeping. We'll take 2 more breaths of this free movement. And then we'll find some stillness. So toes pressing down, trying to get the heels down. The knees can remain bent, but we want to press down through the fingertips and the knuckles. Thinking of lifting those sits bones high, creating a nice long spine. We'll bend the knees. Look forward in between the hands. And we'll start to make our way up to the top of the mat. Forward fold. We'll have our feet nice and wide here, so even wider than hip distance. Hands resting down. We can take our ragdoll fold here, swaying from side to side. Grabbing onto opposite elbow. Letting that head be heavy and draw us down even further. We'll release the hands, bend through the knees, and pressing into all 4 corners of the feet. We'll start to rise, tucking the chin, feeling every inch of the body start to line up until we're standing nice and tall. Taking a few deep breaths here. So inhaling to fill up. And exhaling to empty. Inhaling to fill up. Exhaling to empty. Reach the arms out wide on an inhale, bending the knees, lifting the arms up. And on an exhale, we'll lower the arms down. Inhale, lifting the arms up. And exhale, releasing them down. Inhale, reach them out wide like we're trying to gather something. And exhale, press it down. One more time. Inhaling, reaching up. We'll stay up this time, keeping the arms about this far apart, so wide the arms. We'll just tip over to the right. Stretching the side body, engaging the abdominals, lifting back up. And we'll take it to the left. Those obliques working. We'll take it to the right once more. Reaching over, keeping those arms nice and strong. Weight evenly in both feet back to center and to the left. And back to center. We'll open the arms wide and swan dive all the way over. Lifting up halfway, we'll press against the shins, thighs, or keep the fingertips on the floor, nice long back. And lower the hands down. We'll heel toe the toes out, wider than the mat. Toes out wide, heels in, and we'll sit the hips down, taking a squat. So we want to keep the back nice and lengthened here. Squeezing elbows to knees. We'll release the hands down, stepping right foot back, then left, plank pose. Lower all the way to the belly here, looking forward, pulling the elbows in towards the side body, lowering all the way down. We'll press the hands down as we lift up to a cobra, lowering back down, and we'll lift up and back, downward facing. Bending the knees. We'll look forward in between the hands. Hop, step, ragdoll your way to a forward fold. Feet wider than hip distance apart. Lift up halfway, your version. Lowering down. And we'll lift all the way up, pressing into the floor to rise. Hands come together at the top. And we'll open swan dive, folding over. Lift up halfway. Lower the hands. Heel toe the feet out, yogi squat. Malasana. And if the squat is too much for you this morning, you can put your hands down and just rock back and forth, lifting one heel at a time, opening up those hips. We'll plant the hands down, stepping one foot back from the other, looking forward, rocking forward, elbows draw in as we lower down, lifting up cobra, and pressing back, downward facing. Looking forward, making our way back to the top. Feet wider than hip distance. We lift up flat back. Lowering the hands down. We'll press into the floor as we lift all the way up to stand. Hands join at the top. We'll open back out. Hands press down, lifting up halfway. And exhaling, hands come down. We'll heel toe, Balasana, sitting the hips down, yogi squat. Taking those rocks if you would like. Planting the hands and stepping it back, plank. Rolling forward, looking forward, we come down to our bellies. Pressing up, cobra. Lowering back down and making our way to downward facing dog. Taking a few moments to catch our breath here. Taking one final breath. Pressing the left foot down, right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Pinky toe drawing down. And we'll draw that knee in towards the nose, holding here. Extending, lifting it back up, three-legged dog. And we'll step it all the way through high lunge. Pressing the feet down, thighs drawn towards one another. Making sure the feet are hip distance apart so we're not on a tightrope. We have a little bit more stability. Squeezing everything. Trying to draw those hips underneath us. We'll send the left arm forward, coming all the way down, easy twist. Right hand comes down to frame that foot, and we'll start to stretch the right knee. You don't want to lock this knee, just extending, thinking of pressing away from the floor. Getting a nice long stretch through the hamstring. We'll bend into that right knee. Planting the hands and step it back. We'll lower to the belly, or this time take it through chaturanga and lift up to upward facing dog. We will meet in our downward dog. Staying with our breath. Right foot presses down, left leg lifts. Three-legged dog. We'll draw that left knee in towards the nose, finding our plank position, squeezing the belly, thinking cat pose with the back. And we'll lift up, three-legged dog. And step it up and through high lunge. So if we have to bend into that back knee, scoop the pelvis in line with the rest of our torso, and then start to extend that back knee. From here, we want to squeeze those legs towards the midline for balance and stability. Squeezing everything in towards the midline. Right arm reaches forward. We take our easy twist. Left hand comes down to frame the foot, and we'll start to stretch through that left leg. Not coming to a static straightened position, but more of a length through the back of the left leg. Breathing here. We'll start to bend into that left leg. Planting both hands down. We'll step the left leg back to meet the right plank pose. Taking our flow here, we'll inhale, looking forward, taking our chaturanga or lowering to the belly. Up dog or cobra. And exhaling our way back to downward facing dog. Inhaling, right leg lifts. And exhaling, step it all the way through, high lunge. Squeezing those legs towards the midline once again. We'll start to straighten that right front leg. Stretch it and bend. Inhaling to stretch that leg and bend. Keep squeezing the legs toward the midline. Squeeze, inhaling on the way up. Exhaling on the way down. Let's take two more. Inhaling to stretch and lengthen. And exhale to lower. Last time. Inhaling. And exhale. Arms will swing down by our sides. Airplane arms behind us. We'll lean the heart forward. Stepping that back foot in just a few inches. We'll keep that right leg bent and come into a warrior three with the right leg bent. Going a little bit easier on our hamstrings early on. Keeping those arms strong, a long neck, shoulders reaching toward the back. We'll step up, chair pose. Toes together, heels apart. Sitting the hips down. We'll join the hands together at the heart. And we'll take a twist over to the right side. Prayer twist. Coming back to center, taking an inhale. And on an exhale, we'll stretch the legs. Coming to our mountain pose, allowing our hands to fall to our sides, taking a breath here. We'll inhale, reaching up. And exhale, swan dive down. Taking our flow, inhale, lift halfway. Lowering the hands. We'll step it straight back, plank pose, and we'll take our flow, inhaling to look forward, exhaling to lower, inhaling to lift, and exhale to send it up and back, downward dog. Left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Pulling those pinkies down. We'll step it up, high lunge. Nice and long, energized upper body, energized lower body. We'll start to stretch through that front leg, keeping strong in the core, legs drawn together, and we exhale to bend that left knee. Inhaling, stretch. Exhale to bend. Inhale to stretch. Exhale to bend. Two more. Inhale to stretch. Stick with it. Exhale to bend. Last one. Inhale, stretch. Exhale to bend. We'll send the arms back to our airplane arms. Heart reaches forward. We step the back leg in just a few inches, and we'll take off, keeping that left knee bent. A variation on warrior three. Nice long upper body. Pinky toes still drawing down. Core engaged. Making sure not to grip in those standing leg toes. And we'll step it together. Chair pose, arms reach up. Bring the hands together, and we'll take our prayer twist toward the left. Keeping the weight evenly balanced in those feet. We'll send the body back, pressing all the way up onto the mudra. And lower the hands down, mountain pose. Taking a few calming breaths here. Take our flow. Inhaling, reaching all the way up. Swan dive over. Flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back to our plank. Taking an inhale to lean forward and taking our flow. Exhaling to lower. Inhale to lift. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhaling, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it up and through. High lunge. This is the high lunge class today. Squeezing those legs toward the midline. Bring the hands together and down to the heart, onto the mudra. We'll come into our warrior three. Once again, hands staying at the heart. We'll shift forward and lift off. You can keep that bottom leg bent or extend it this time. Squeezing. And we'll bend that bottom knee if it's not already bent. And lift all the way up, bending the left knee. We'll press our right hand against the left knee pressing towards the hand, finding a little bit of pressure there, and we'll open the left arm wide. Nice. Coming back to center. We'll reach the arms up and kick that leg back. Warrior three once again. This time everything is straight. Just for a moment here, we'll gently bend that front leg, lower back, high lunge. Hands join together at the heart. And once again, we'll take our prayer twist. Left elbow coming to the outside of the right knee. And we'll let our upper body twist. Coming back to center. We'll open up to our warrior two. Arms bending and reaching out from the center. Making sure our legs are aligned. Right heel in line with the arch of the left foot. We'll reach up and back, reverse warrior. Windmilling forward, bringing the right elbow to right knee, or right hand down by the right foot. Feel free to use that prop we had earlier to bring underneath the hand, and then extending the left arm up, side angle. We'll look down. Left hand comes down to meet the right. We'll heel toe that right foot out wide off of the yoga mat. Hands come to center. Taking our lizard pose. We can either stay up or drop that back knee. And we can either stay up on our hands or come down to our elbows. And wherever we are, we're squeezing those legs, trying to drop the pelvis even lower. And then from here, if you're on your elbows, lift back up to your hands. We'll reach our right arm back and around. And we can stay here if we like, or we can lift that left leg up and grab a hold of that foot or ankle to take a nice quad stretch. Releasing that leg. Come back to center, heel toeing that right foot back in between the hands. We'll tuck the left toes and step it back. Taking our flow, feel free to skip it or just take a cat-cow here. If you're taking your flow, we'll lower down on an inhale. Lower down on an exhale. Inhaling to lift up and lifting up and down. Left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Step it up and through. High lunge. We'll drag the arms down, Anjali Mudra. We'll shift forward slightly, stepping that back leg in just a few inches. Keeping that bottom leg bent, or we can extend it this time. We'll lift up, warrior Staying strong here. Start to bend that left knee. Right leg bends and lifts all the way up. This time we'll press our left hand against our right knee, finding a little bit of pressure here. We'll open the right arm out to the side. It is challenging to balance in this position, so if you fall out of it, just take a breath and come back. This is a challenging practice, so be forgiving. Coming back to center. We'll reach both arms up, and we'll kick that leg back. A full warrior 3. Squeezing here. And we'll step that leg back. And up. Hands joined together. And we'll take our twist over the left leg. Thinking of sucking that belly in. On an inhale and on an exhale, twisting everything. Bringing out that upper body. One more inhale. And on an exhale, we'll unwind and open up to our warrior 2. Opening those arms from the back. Bending into that front knee. Pulling those legs apart as if we want to rip the yoga mat in half. We'll flip the left palms, reach up and back, reverse warrior. Nice, coming through center. We'll either bring left elbow to left knee or left hand down by left foot. Feel free to use a prop once again and reach that right arm up. Right hand comes down to meet the left. And we'll heel toe that left foot out nice and wide, coming into our lizard pose. Keeping that knee lifted or lowered down to the mat. And keeping those hands planted into the mat, or we can come down onto our elbows. And wherever we are, we're breathing into this stretch, reaching the crown towards the front wall. If you catch your knee up, bring it down. If you're on your elbows, lift back up to your hands. We'll reach the left arm up and back. Feel free to stay here if you'd like, if this is enough. Or we can kick that right leg up and catch it with the opposite hand. Really catering to the breath here. This is a position where we're more likely to hold our breath. This is a deep stretch. So pay attention to the breathing. Gently release that leg. Hand comes back down. We'll heel toe that left foot back underneath us, tucking the back toes, and we'll step it back. Taking an inhale, exhaling to lower down, inhale to lift up, and exhale, downward facing. Walking out. We'll inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale to step it up and through. We'll swivel that back leg down, coming into our warrior one. So we want those back toes to be on an angle toward the left corner of the mat. Reaching the arms up, bending into that front knee. We want to try to keep the hips square to the front as much as we can. We'll drop the arms down, interlace the fingers. We'll take our humble warrior, sending the heart forward to the inside of the right leg. Knuckles can lift as high as they want, relaxing the head down. We'll lift the knuckles to come all the way back up, releasing the hands, and opening out to our warrior two. We'll stretch through that front knee. We'll tip the hips toward the back wall, guiding that right hand down the leg, and the left arm reaches high. Trikonasana. Planted in both feet. Really leading that upper body back. Pressing down through both feet. We'll start to engage the core as you lift all the way back up. Swiveling both heels in, both toes out. We'll reach the arms up. And bend the elbows, coming into our goddess pose. Knees over, ankles. Bending a little bit deeper. Strong in the upper body. We'll stretch from here into a wide star pose. So everything reaches out to the corners. Nice and wide, nice and strong. Nice, we'll cartwheel all the way back down to our low lunge. Plant those hands and step it back. We can take our flow here or we can skip it, whatever works for you. If you're taking it, we'll take an inhale. Exhaling to lower. Inhale. Exhale. Back to down dog. Left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Inhaling. And exhale, step it up. In between the hands, we'll swivel that right heel down on an angle. And lifting up, warrior one. Arms strong and by the ears. Release the hands down. Interlacing the hands the more unusual way, the opposite way we did it before. Send the knuckles down, opening the chest. And folding forward. Knuckles reach up to the sky. One more deep breath here. Lifting from the knuckles. Release the arms and open up to our warrior two. We'll stretch through that left leg and slide the left hand down that leg as we lean the hips toward the back wall. Right arm lifts. Trikonasana. Upper body leaning back. Pressing down through the feet, engage in the core. We'll lift all the way back up. Straight legs, turning both heels in, toes out. Reach the arms up, 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 up. Growing long, and we'll bend the elbows and the knees. Goddess pose, or horse pose. Fingers spreading. Maybe dropping a little bit lower this time. And as we start to stretch, we'll come into our star pose. Everything lifting and spreading out to the corners of our space. We'll take one happy breath here, breathing in. And let it go as we windmill our hands down to frame the left foot coming out to the right toes. We'll plant the hands. This is our last vinyasa of the class, so take it or leave it, whatever you're feeling right now. We'll meet in our downward facing dog. We'll lift the right leg high. Bend that right knee, open the right hip. Squaring off the hips. Straightening that leg, we'll come into our pigeon pose. So bringing that right ankle behind the left wrist. If the leg is at a 45-degree angle, you can keep the toes relaxed. If it's at a 90-degree angle with the knee, keep it flexed to protect that knee. Wherever we are, our back leg is directly behind the hip. We take an inhale, lifting up, and exhale, fold over. Plant the hands, lift all the way back up. Tuck the back toes and step it back. Downward dog. Take a moment to walk out. Bringing blood flow back into that right knee. We'll inhale, left leg lifts. Open the hip up. Square off the hips, extend the left leg, and bring it through to pigeon. Left ankle coming behind right wrist. Taking a deep inhale here. And lifting up all the way from the ground. We'll extend it out and over. Folding. Lift the hands underneath the shoulders, lifting all the way back up. Tuck the back toes and make it to your downward dog. This is our final down dog. So walk it out. When you feel ready, we'll start to lower the knees down to the mat. Nice and controlled knees together. We'll sit the hips back, taking a child's pose. Arms can come by our sides, releasing the forehead to the mat. Tuck the chin and start to lift all the way up. We'll swing the legs around in front of us. Holding onto the backs of the legs, we start to roll all the way down onto the back. Knees coming into the chest. Left leg extends out, and we'll take a supine twist. Right leg across to the left. Back to center. We'll switch legs. Right leg extends, left knee bends into the chest, and we'll send it over to the right. We can do whatever we like with the head if we want to keep it up, or let it gaze over the opposite shoulder. Back to center. Pull both knees in for one final hug, rocking from side to side. And we'll release the legs slowly, letting them stretch out along the mats. And find a nice, comfortable place to lay for the remainder of class. So having the arms out wide, palms up towards the sky. Legs wide and relaxed. And then a position where you don't feel like you need to fidget. We can stay still for the next couple of minutes. And when you find that comfortable position, let the eyes soften or close. And begin to slow down the breath. Enjoying this stillness. Basking in the work that we've done. And feeling the warmth and the care that we have just given ourselves. Begin to wiggle the toes and fingers, sending our energy down and out. You can rock the head from side to side. And reaching the arms up overhead for one final full body stretch. Heels and hands reaching in opposition. Let everything curve over to the right side. Coming into a fetal position. Feeling the weight of the body in the right hip and the right shoulder. Staying heavy. We'll use our hands to press our way up to a comfortable seat. Moving with ease. Moving slowly. Keeping the hands relaxing on our knees. We'll take one final breath together. Inhaling in through the nose. And exhaling out through the mouth. And draw the hands to the heart, palms pressing against one another. I thank you so much for joining me in this practice of presence and stability, and essentially just waking up, starting our day off on a positive and strong note. We'll draw the hands, the thumbs up to the third eye, sitting up nice and tall. We'll take our final bow. Namaste. I hope you all enjoyed practicing with me this morning, practicing our presence, practicing channeling that excitement, that energy we have in the morning, and really using that to our benefit. So I thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and take care.